So in this video, I'm going to show you how I used off-camera flash outdoor to create these images. So hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So before anything else, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel and would want to learn more about off-camera flash photography or maybe just photography in general, then this channel is for you. So you might want to consider subscribing, and while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to see more of my images, you could always find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. So the video that you're about to see now is basically a part 3 of an engagement shoot that I did recently. Now, if you want to see the first and second version of this series, I'll put the link in the description below. Now, it took a while for me to upload this final video actually because I had some problems with my audio while I was recording it. We forgot to put the dead cat on top of our mic, so basically everything was inaudible. So I will be running you through the entire process of how I actually shot and created the images that I showed you in the description. Okay, so here goes. So in this first layout, I basically just wanted to take advantage of the beautiful view, and at the same time I had beautiful existing ambient light. Again, I always want to reiterate that if you have beautiful ambient light, even if you know how to use flash, by all means use that existing ambient light, and you will see the progression in the course of this video of how I shifted from ambient light and supplemented it with flash afterwards. So with this one, basically, it's just a matter of really posing them properly. I had the fiance look towards the groom, and this was really the moment of the groom. I just wanted to get a good portrait of him. And very simple. Sometimes it's the simplicity of things with just beautiful light that it's enough to create an image like the one you see now. Okay? Now, in this time, I thought that basically I had good audio, so I was explaining everything that was happening. And during the course that I was explaining it, the video team was shooting the couple. And the moment that they saw, or the moment that I saw the beautiful light that was being in existence in that scene, I immediately ran, and this is exactly what I did. So I turned on a bit of the audio now, you could hear it. Basically, you could hear how windy it is. That's why I wasn't able to use any of the audio. So you could see me doing this. This is basically me telling them to shift positions. It's something that we established during the shoot already, for them to remember that the proper side of the bride would be on the right side. So she was off angle, so I wanted to shift. So immediately I did that, and I couldn't really shout, or they couldn't hear me because of how windy it is, as you could hear. So you could see here that the light was coming from here. It was beautiful. The sunset was beautiful. And I decided to shoot this with a 50mm lens at 1.2 so that I can basically bokeh this area here and give that super or really beautiful ethereal look to the image. And the fact that it was so windy, it was perfect because it was blowing the skirt this way. And all I really needed was to take advantage of that beautiful natural light, as you can see in this image. Now, this is actually one of the most important things that you can do. After you take one great image, the thing that you should always do is show it to the couple. The moment you show that image to the couple, they'd be like, wow, and then they'd understand why you're making them do the things that you're making them do, okay? So from there, this is now a slow transition to what I was telling you about supplementing flash with existing ambient light. I had here my Photix Indra 500 with a standard reflector and a grid, because at this position here, I did get the nice beautiful hair light coming from the sun. However, I needed a supplementary light here just to be able to bring out the details in their faces. So that's exactly what I did here. And I'm explaining basically how I would set my light so that it just feathers towards them, just giving them a hint of light to be able to create an image like this. Now, when I was shooting this, you see here, again, I'll keep quiet because there's good audio in this one. Mark, we're doing a frame within a frame, kiss shot, and I just want them lit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Since you like it so much, one more time. 1, 2, 3, go. And you see how I was able to balance the existing ambient light here and bring out the light, bring out all the details here also. So it was just a flash right here, again with my Phottix Indra 500 with a standard reflector and grid. Now, after this layout, we decided to change outfits already, and you could see I'm actually frantic. The reason why I'm frantic is because suddenly beautiful light came out of the sky, or beautiful colors came out of the sky, which we thought we wouldn't be able to get anymore. Now, since we were able to at least get a bit of color, I just wanted to make sure that we were able to get a few layouts there. And this is what I was doing. So I was just posing them again to the right angle. This time I changed my light with a modifier. Well, I changed the modifier of my light to the Phottix Raja Deep 60. Now the nice thing about the Deep 60 is that it gives a nice directional light. Nice directional soft light. And that's it. I just shot them now with a 16-35 2.8 GM, did an ultra wide shot, and this is the final output. Now, again, here. So while the video team was shooting, we saw this beautiful pastel light over here. Okay, run there. So this is the time that we're gonna balance ambient light and flash. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, same pose, kissing. The other way around, sorry. Your angle to the other side. Switch. Light over here. Be careful. So you can basically hear how windy it is already, and it's really blowing the modifier all over the place. That's why it makes sure that it's always secure every time you're shooting in a situation like this. Now after this image, we thought we were done. We were like, okay, fantastic. We were able to get all the images that we wanted to create, and we still had beautiful light. That's the thing. We still had beautiful light. So I go, okay, let's do a few more layouts. Let's just play around and see what we can create. And that's exactly what we did now. So I just made them sit down, still with my 16-35, but this time, I think I changed my modifier. Oh no, I didn't. My modifier is still my Raja Deep 60. I just wanted them to relax. And now I had my light positioned to the left side so that I can properly illuminate their faces. And basically, this is just the final output of that image. Now, after which, we still had, again, a little bit of light. And you notice most of my poses, they were facing each other, they were very intimate. But it's always important also that you have one very standard photograph, let's say just facing the camera, and that's exactly what I did for my real final layout. So again, I still had my Phottix Raja Deep 60 here. And it's just a standard photograph, them looking towards the camera straight on, and I think it still turned out to be a beautiful image. Okay? So that basically concludes this 3-part series. Again, if you haven't seen the first and second video, I'll put a link in the description below. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please do, and while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And again, if you want to see these images and a few more that I've created, you could always find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. Okay, till the next video.